Hey, third grade. Today you're going to start off by getting one sheet of white paper, and the tape should already be at your table. You can leave the paintbrushes and stuff up at the front table for now. I'm going to put Mr. Calvert, and you are my 3 in either A, B, or C. I'm going to flip it over. And we talked about how Sarah Morris bases her artwork on origami. Now we're not going to make an actual origami piece, but I thought that we could try folding our artwork to create the creases in our paper. So I'm going to take my paper. I'm just going to begin to fold it, going different directions. I can do some that are straight vertical, some that are horizontal, lots of diagonals. Sometimes I fold it and then I unfold it. Other times I fold it and then I fold it again. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. Just don't overdo it. Like I would say, I've probably folded it about 6 times, I would say, and that's about right. The next thing we are going to do is you're going to take some tape and you're going to carefully tape along these folded lines. This is going to be the tricky part. When you go to tape, measure out how far that line is. So I know this is a line right here. So I'm going to measure it out, making sure it's the right length. Tear it. And I know you can't see this on the video, but you're going to take that tape and touch it to your clothing. That's going to help pick up some lint. So that way our tape doesn't stick too super duper bad. So I've got some lint on it, and now I can tape that down right along that fold. I need to do this to all of those lines. Don't forget to use your shirt to take the stick. After you've got your tape, don't forget to get some lint on it. That's really important. If you don't do that, you might end up with your tape tearing your sheet of paper. If it's too long, you can just trim it or tuck it behind. Not a big deal. I need to do this to all of them. Sometimes you might end up with a spot that's really little. Just do your best to tape it off. Alright, those ones are kind of tough. After you've folded your paper, then taped it, making sure to get some lint off of your shirt. I taped all of those folds. The last thing I'm going to do, if you have time, is you're going to get a paintbrush off of the supply table. You need to pick one color to work with for your painting. So I chose green. I'm going to paint about 1/3 of my shapes that I have. Not going to paint half of them, but not going to paint all of them. Paint about 1/3. So I'm just using regular green. When I get over by the tape, I actually put my brush down on top of the tape and slide it off. That way I don't accidentally push any paint underneath my tape. Sometimes that happens. If you need to get a messy paper, I would suggest getting a messy paper if you're painting along the edge. I forgot to grab one. So now I'm getting my table all dirty. Use the toes of your brush. Obviously work on smoothing out that paint a little bit. Notice I'm not just painting all the ones that are next to each other as well. Kind of hopping around doing some different spots. Alright, when you've got about 1/3 of them done, not half of them, not 1/4 of them, not all of them, about 1/3. This is going to go at the bottom of our drying rack as low as it can go.